Most exciting thing in the world to me is when somebody's like, let's talk about makeup. And I'm like, yes. It still works. It's still pretty. It's one of my favorites. I can't let it go. If you've been here before or if it's your first time, I really like makeup. I like to talk about makeup. I like to complain about makeup, and I just like makeup. What's up, beauties, and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. This is my channel and my name is Manders. We talk about skincare, makeup, sometimes we unbox things, and I almost always drop something. So if you're interested in any of those things, make sure you stick around, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. We are doing a collaboration and a tag video today, so I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the tag first. This was originally created by Allie. Who did this? All right, so this tag was created by Allie Glines. So if you haven't already checked her out, I will leave her link down below. And lots of other creators have done this tag. I will link as many of them down below as I can. However, I want you to check out the first three that I'm going to mention because this is a collaboration. So I am doing a collaboration with my three favorite people from YouTube. With the first channel is Candace Be True. Leave her link down below. The next one is Hello Amy Cat. Leave her link down below. And last but definitely not least is Laura Nicholson. I'm gonna leave her link down below as well. These are my three best YouTube friends, and I am so happy that the four of us have sat down to do this tag, and we're doing it all together. Without further adu, I'm gonna stop rambling like a weirdo, and I'm going to start answering some questions. All right, so this is the 21 question tag, and if you've been here before or if it's your first time, I really like makeup. I like to talk about makeup. I like to complain about makeup, and I just like makeup. Just like makeup. If you like makeup, you might like me. You might want to hang out. Question number one is, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? So that would be this right here. This is the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Had this in my collection for too long, but it still works. It's still pretty. It's one of my favorites. I can't let it go. I'm gonna hit pan on it this year. I'm determined. Look, I'm getting close. There's so many palettes in here. No, so many shades in here that I have used quite a bit of that I'm really excited to hit pan on this. I am working on it. So that is the oldest makeup product in my collection. Next question is, what is your most recent makeup purchase? That would be foundation. This is by Rimmel London. This is the Lasting Radiance foundation. It is supposed to be medium coverage. It is an anti-pollution foundation, and this is in the shade Porcelain. I'm wearing it today. I picked it up. I've tried this in the past and I did like it. It's very glowy, as you can tell. So this is the most recent thing I picked up at Walmart for $8 Canadian, which is pretty decent for a foundation. What is the first makeup product you ever used? So I don't have it here, but I will link it up. I will put a picture right here. It is the Maybelline. I don't even remember what the name of it is, but it's a pink and green mascara. I remember that was the first makeup product that I ever actually used consistently. I know I picked up, when I was younger, I bought some CoverGirl maybe lipsticks, but I know that they definitely do not make those shades anymore, and I didn't actually ever use them. I just bought them. So the first thing I ever bought that I actually used was this Maybelline mascara. And if you haven't already seen the video of Jamie French and her 90s, if beauty gurus existed in the 90s, she features that and is the most accurate representation of a mascara I've ever heard.
And you can't forget mascara. We all know Maybelline Great Lash is the best. I hope you like mascara that lasts a week.
So I'll try and link that little clip here if I figure out how. Probably won't be able to because I suck. What is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? That's a tough one. I don't know. Why can't I answer this question? Okay, I don't know if this counts, but really thin eyebrows. I used to pluck my eyebrows really, 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 really thin, and I hate that. And you can see I have to fill them in now. They're probably uneven. I apologize. I hate that. So I regret that I ever did that to my eyebrows because now I have a really hard time letting them fill in. So that's something I used to love, but I hate now. And something that I used to hate, but now I love. I want to say makeup in general, because there was a time where I didn't like using makeup at all, and now I love all makeup. So I would have to say just applying makeup in general. So yeah, I love all makeup products now, and I feel like I didn't love them before. So fun fact. It's funny because now I'm here and I talk about makeup, and it's like the most exciting thing in the world to me is when somebody's like, let's talk about makeup. And I'm like, yes, let's do that. Let's do it. Let's talk about all the makeup. Which is why I'm so happy I'm doing this tag with Candace, Amy, and Laura, because we talk about makeup all the time. We have a group chat and we are constantly talking about makeup. We are like, hey, have you tried this? We pass our notes around, and it's just, love you guys. You guys are the best. I'm so excited to film this. All right. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? Definitely eyeshadow. Ever since I learned how to do my eyeshadow, I'm like, that is what I want to do the most. Today's was pretty fun. Didn't take too long. I used the avocado palette from BH Cosmetics, and holy smokes, am I impressed. I can't wait to sit down and film a video using this palette. It's just my little disclaimer, but yeah. If you've been here before, you know I love eyeshadow. My favorite. I love it so much. What sparked your love for makeup? YouTube. YouTube sparked my love for makeup. Like I said before, I always was drawn to makeup. I always really wanted to know what I was doing. But because I had no knowledge, and I grew up in the 90s, I really didn't know what I was doing until YouTube came around. And then I discovered some of my favorite YouTubers like Tati, Rach Loves, Jessica Braun, Kathleen Lights. They were just some of the first people I ever watched. And through them, I developed my love for makeup and realized that this is something that I really, truly do love and I want to pursue a little bit. So with that being said, here we are. What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? I don't know. I don't have one. I like this one. I'll post some pictures here. I don't know if I have a particularly favorite one because I don't really do anything dramatic or drastic. I can do a complicated cut crease, but it's really just not, it's not for me. Sometimes I do them just for showcasing and when I do multiple looks in a palette. But like for today, for instance, I didn't go with a cut crease. I just went for slap some colors on my face, and this is what happened. I feel like I didn't answer that question right, so I'm sorry if I didn't. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? My Maybelline foundation, that's the Fit Me Dewy foundation. I can get it for like $6.99 at the drugstore. It is so good. It is so awesome. I love it. The matte one's also nice, but the dewy one's just my favorite. What is your favorite splurge makeup product? I wish I had one. I really truly can't say that there's something that I've splurged on that cost me a lot of money that I was really impressed with. So let me think. Probably the Modern Renaissance is the only one I can say that I actually like, that I spent a lot of money on. I have a lot of product regrets. When I spend a lot of money on something and I don't like it, I get really upset. Like really, it bothers me. So that really does stop me from buying things that are high end. This is probably the biggest, I would say actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this is the biggest splurge I think that I've ever actually truly been happy with. And I bought lots of things. I have lots of things in my collection that I spent a lot of money on that I'm like, why? Why did you do that? What is your earliest makeup memory? Okay, so my earliest makeup memory, I remember this. This is when I was about 11 to 12. I had a friend and she really liked makeup. And I remember we used to go to the store and we'd buy like a CoverGirl lipstick, or we'd just look at everything. And I remember not being very old, and that was kind of when it sparked my interest. However, I sucked at putting makeup on, so I never really followed through with how to do it. But that was definitely my first. I remember going to the drugstore and like looking at everything, and she was a couple years older than me. What is your most repurchased makeup product? That would definitely be foundation. It's one of the very few things that I find I can go through and finish up and buy a replacement for. It's hard to use a whole eyeshadow palette. Like I said, I've had this one in my collection for a very long time. So it's hard to go through things, but I definitely repurchase foundation the most. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? All right, so we live in Canada. I live in Canada here, which means I don't have a whole lot of choices. So I do enjoy going to Winners to buy like eyeshadow palettes or things that are priced down to see if I like them. It's kind of hit and miss. I prefer go to Walmart because there is just a little bit more selection there. The best drugstore definitely is Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada. So those are the places. I don't like to go to Sephora because I feel like I have to spend $300 to come home with a haul, and we do not have Ulta here in Canada. There is a Morphe store somewhere, but I don't know where it is. What is the most underrated makeup product you own? I feel like this is a pretty underrated product. I don't ever hear anyone talk about it, and it is seriously, I can't live without this. The Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in shade 10 Be My Highlight is the most gorgeous highlight. I actually have it on today. It is so natural looking. I just can't. It gives you such a nice glow. I kind of use this as a finishing powder sometimes. That's what I'm using. I used it as today. It just gives you a natural glow. And this is like a $3.99 product. I love it. I love it so much. I never hear anyone talk about it, so I'm going to say that's an underrated product. What is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? Oh, I don't know. Now I'm really like, uh-oh. I know what I want to come back. Does anybody remember the Rimmel shadow sticks? They used to have those in like every single color, and my sister swears by them, and I know that they don't make them very, like they make a few shades here and there. The formula isn't what it used to be. I remember using those when I was in high school and just being able to go whoop and then just like buff it all in like really easily, and it was a really good product. Let me know if you've ever tried those before and if you know what I'm talking about. Where do you go for your makeup inspiration? Well, I go to YouTube and I go to Instagram. I don't have anyone in particular that I go to. I have lots of different people that I go to see different things, but nobody in particular. But I would have to say social media is a big place for me to want. Right. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? Less releases. I'm sick of the so many releases. It's so hard because it feels like everything's so saturated. There's a new makeup release like what feels like every 5 seconds. I can't keep up with it. I want a little bit more. I don't know. I just feel like there's too much. It's too overwhelming. And then what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? More inclusivity. I know a lot of brands are doing a really good job of that now, but there are still some brands that are late to the game, so I definitely want to see more of that in the future. Well, thank you all so much. So those are the answers to my 21 questions. I hope that it gave you a little bit of insight to me. And please go check out Amy, Candace, and Laura. They're all linked down below. I will also leave other people who have done this tag below. And thank you all so much for your continued support here on my channel. And I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Bye for now. Why's my hair so crazy? Guess it fucking hates me. Oh, I hope that's good. Oh yeah, that's as good as we're getting today. Glines. All right, moving on. You guys like my eyeshadow today? I used a new palette and I didn't film it, and I wish I had, because I'm like, this is a little, just take that down a little. When I was younger, I used to always want to be somebody that could get up in the morning and put makeup on and like look good. I never was like that.